Why not use a suppressor? I don't know. I have no goddamn idea. This is a frustrating prospect for me because I go and I watch these people, do like best loadout videos, right? And they get these high kill gameplays and they do really, really well. And it's frustrating and annoys me because the person's using 0 stealth perks or a suppressor. And I'm mad because this is like my crutch and I don't get why people don't use it. I was going to train myself to not use suppressors, but then upon playing the game, I realized, wait, why isn't everyone using a suppressor all the time? In Modern Warfare 3, there's no reason to not use a suppressor. I do not understand you if you don't, and I'm tired of pretending I do. There are suppressors that help with bullet velocity, damage range, recoil control. We have stocks and rear grips and combs and butt pads and all these different things we can put on our guns to help with recoil. We have underbarrels up the wazoo in this game. You do not need a muzzle attachment for recoil control. You just don't. If you are a barely competent player with a mouse or controller, don't care which one, you can control recoil. Now maybe on Warzone, but we're not talking about that. I don't really fucking care about that. In multiplayer, what do you need that for? What do you need that Jack BFB for? Why is that on your MCW? Why are you putting muzzle brakes on your MCW? What is wrong with you? You're gross? I hate you. This game gives us a million suppressors that do a million things. If you need a boost to range or velocity or recoil control, you got it, and I don't know why you wouldn't want to have it. In Modern Warfare 3, and this was also the case for Modern Warfare 2, the spawns are very clingy. It likes to spawn your enemies near other enemies. It likes to spawn you next to your teammates. So the rule of thumb is you kind of have to expect if there's 1, there's 2, if there's 2, there's 3 when it comes to enemies. Why do I want them to know where I am? Why would I ever want you to know where I am? If we're 1v1ing and I take shots at you and I miss, why do I want you to be able to look at your mini-map and go, oh, he's in that building, or he's over in that direction of the map? I don't want you to know. Even if I move directly after firing and you don't exactly know where I'm standing, I don't want you to know where I shot at you from. I don't want you to see my muzzle flash. I don't want you to see my red dot on the minimap. I don't want you to see my vapor trail. I don't want you to see me. Call of Duty gives us these unrealistically proficient suppressors that make everything better, and we don't use them? It's weird. I don't know. I don't know what kind of bot lobbies pub stompers get into where they can sort of control one corner of the map without a suppressor or any type of stealth perk at all, and they just stay alive and mow everyone down. It's like, if you're so good that you can do that, why do you need all of these big recoil control muzzle attachments? Shouldn't you just be fine without those? Shouldn't you just need a foregrip and maybe a rear grip for recoil control because you're such a god? Why do you need 27% reduction in horizontal recoil to use an assault rifle that already barely has any recoil? You can throw a suppressor on there, and then when you start shooting people in the back or from a distance, they can't tell through their UI where you just shot from at all. It's weird watching a pub stomper use the demolition vest and EOD for going on long streaks. It's okay, I guess you get Simtexes and that's cool or whatever, but why not Ghost? How are these enemies not pinpointing where you are and flanking you? How are they not tracing your position? Oh, you just got a 6-man feed? Wow, so everyone knows that little red dot on the minimap is killing 6 people at a time? It's almost like they're going to flank you and blow you up and throw grenades at you unless you're fucking farming for bot lobbies. If you're like me and you're just good enough to piss off skill-based matchmaking, use a suppressor, use it all the time. Give your enemy the least amount of information possible. Because I know there's been something I heard, I think even maybe Exclusive Ace said this, God bless his soul, where if you use a non-suppressed weapon in Call of Duty, you are luring people into your kill zone. Because when you fire, you're basically going, come and get me. I don't like that. Everybody is sweaty as hell in Call of Duty these days. They're incredibly sweaty. It's frustratingly sweaty out there sometimes. I don't want you to know where I am. I don't want to challenge you. I want to kill you. I don't want you to be oh, well, there he is. He's inviting me to a duel. No, you don't know that I'm there. You have to react to me. You don't get to prepare for me. I don't want you having your sights up. I don't want you aiming a certain direction. I don't want it. Now, maybe there's a sort of technique of doing half circles around buildings. You get a kill in a doorway, everyone sees your red dot in the doorway, but you move and you get a different angle on that doorway, so when they come in and they aim at that doorway, you're killing them. Maybe that's what it is. Do you know how little I want to think about that? How about if I get a kill in a doorway and I have a suppressor, they don't even know if I'm in that building. And they have to look for me. These pub stompers are like, oh god, we need covert sneakers. I don't want people hearing my footsteps. Meanwhile, runs an unsuppressed weapon. What? How about I run assassin vest and I run covert sneakers and I run a suppressor, or I run ghost and the ninja vest, and you never see me. You never hear me. And when you do, it's too late. You've already died. Go to hell. In my opinion, with most of the weapons in this game, there is no reason to run a muzzle attachment. Now, not every map is conducive to stealth. Not every game mode is conducive to stealth. Not every playstyle is. I get that if you are just playing like a really hardcore objective pusher, which I could still make an argument for needing a suppressor, but I won't. Yes, I will. I mean, if you're on like a hard point with a suppressor, then nobody can look at the minimap and go, oh, he's in that corner of the hard point. Or he's in that corner of that flag. So like if you're getting kills on the hard point, it's like a big building, like a warehouse, like on like scrapyard or whatever. They can't tell which corner you're shooting from unless they're getting callouts. So you have to rely on them to communicate, which never happens in Call of Duty anyway. So stealth is actually pretty viable there. But I get it. If your goal is to push and be aggressive and you're not really worried about showing up on the map, I would still say use a fucking suppressor. Because there are suppressors that don't do anything. Like the Shadow Strike suppressor in this game doesn't do anything to your gun. You just throw it on and it just goddamn works. There are integrated suppressors that help with recoil control. You can just run those and you'll be fine. There's never a reason to bait people to a red dot. You don't know how many people you're baiting. And on this topic, if I could just wrap this rant up with something else, fucking use a extended mag. Use extended mags. You don't know how many people you're fighting. You don't know how many people you've pissed off already just by firing your gun, even if it's suppressed. Always have your sights up after a kill and extended mag so you can keep killing people. Somebody comes around the corner, kill them, and then get ready for their buddy to come around the corner. The spawn system in this game is piggyback as fuck. So get the kill, wait for their reinforcements, then if they don't show up for a while, back off, reload, reposition. If you could guarantee the number of people you're baiting into your red dot on the map, then I'd say go for it, but you can't. Don't pretend that you can. Anyway, thank you so much for watching this video. I don't know, this is just such a frustrating thing to me. Like, as much as I don't want all of my enemies running suppressors, it's so funny how many times I get a kill just because somebody, even a good, solid, top player on the enemy team, fired an unsuppressed gun, and I'm like, oh, there's the dipshit, and I kill them. Especially when I'm sniping. It's like, maybe I don't see the exact building they're in on the minimap, but I can tell that you're on the right, or you're on the left. I know which way to point my scope. So basically, if you're not running a suppressor and you need to mitigate all of the recoil on a gun in Call of Duty, you deserve to get overwhelmed. You deserve to lose your gunfights. You deserve to get knocked off your streak. Rip bozo. I don't have any other words for you. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching this video. I'll see you when I see you.